Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sci-Fi Sunday on this channel where we talk about all things sci-fi related. And today we have to talk about Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. We have to give you our non-spoiler review, so let's jump right into it. So Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, actually takes place 3 years after defeating Mechagodzilla, and Kong has now kind of gone back to the Hollow Earth, and he is trying to just relax while Godzilla continues to reign over humanity and kind of be that protector, maintaining order between humanity and the other Titans. The Monarch Station has sort of gotten into Hollow Earth and started to look over things there a little bit as well. And it just so happens that Godzilla wakes up and he seems to be preparing for something. Now, I won't give too much more away, but when Godzilla wakes up and starts preparing for something, you know something is coming. And King Kong seems to know this too. He has been hunting for something himself, although his motives may be a little bit different. Now, he goes and they find that there is something out there, something new, something terrifying. And that's where this film kind of picks up. Now, what makes this film unique and what makes this film actually work is just how much they're focusing on the Titans this time, just how much they're focusing on the monsters. They focus on the monsters in this movie more than they focus on the humans, and that works for me. Somehow in the last couple movies, it just seems like we didn't get that much of the monsters. Sure, we had some big fights between them, and we had some scenes where it looked like they were having these epic battles, but it kind of focused more on the humans. And this one is very monster based. It focuses a lot more on Godzilla and what Godzilla is doing, and King Kong and what King Kong is doing. This movie actually kind of asks what they're doing rather than what the humans themselves are up to. And that makes this film unique because the previous ones all had a lot of human interaction, and while the humans are important in this movie, they are not the stars, and they've never been the stars of these types of movies. And I feel like we got a lot of human buildup in the previous ones that we didn't even need in this one. And it showed and it helped. There are some returning characters coming into the movie, and they do amazing. The reoccurring characters that pop up again are amazing to watch. They are absolutely fun, and they do a great job at bringing the plot together. But the stars of this film really seem to be the monsters themselves. The movie really focuses on them, and it seems to move a lot quicker for it. And some of the fight scenes in this movie are great, and you get fight scenes throughout. There are several little fight scenes between other entities and our two heroes. There's times when Godzilla is fighting something new, and there's times when King Kong is fighting something new. And some of these things we've seen in other projects, or we kind of go, wow, this looks mildly familiar. Maybe it's a name you've heard before. It just really helps that they've created this world and they can kind of give us this type of thing. It really does, and the film is fun. This one does a nice job of continuing it on, giving us the next evolution in what is going on with these creatures. With Kong now being in Hollow Earth, and with Godzilla having to stay up above and sort of fight the good fight up there, keeping peace. It really does feel like these characters have evolved. These monsters have evolved into something else in this movie. They've gotten more humanity to the point where they are characters you can legitimately care about. They're not just big monsters that you're having fun watching anymore. They are actually filling characters, characters that have real depth. And that makes it unique. That makes it something that works even better, because when they are put in danger, when they are the ones that are in trouble, now we really care in a way that we didn't before. And this new enemy, you saw him in the trailer probably, and he is very much this evil King Kong type of bad guy, but it's what he does and what he has done and his motives in general that make this film unique. It makes it feel like something new, like someplace they could go where, yes, now we have this new area to explore. We have the unexplored areas of the Hollow Earth. And the Hollow Earth's unexplored areas can give way to any variety of these creatures, of these titans. So the sky is literally the limit when you're handling it this way. And I think having part of the film take place in the Hollow Earth as it does was just one of those things that adds to the film. Getting to explore this new area we haven't gotten to see a whole lot of was just the icing on the cake for me as a viewer. I found myself enthralled by this movie, and I honestly went into this movie not thinking it was going to be as good as the previous ones. We are now a few movies into this with Kong Skull Island in 2017, Godzilla King of the Monsters in 2019. Then we jump forward and we get Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021. Now, this is actually something that I didn't think they were going to top. They really did deliver on the monster battles and the monster fights, but this one, focusing solely on the monsters, delivered something that those movies sorely lacked, at least in my opinion. A lot of people are going to walk out of this film feeling one way or another about it. Maybe it was too much for them. Maybe the idea of this new big bad that we've never heard of coming in isn't for everyone. But honestly, I think bringing in new characters into this world works. I think the idea that we can have the iconic ones we have heard of and have the ones we haven't heard of come in to be the threat is something that can help world build even more. Honestly, I recommend this movie if you want a good, fun time watching a bunch of kaiju come in and just destroy things. You can do a lot worse than this movie. It is a lot of fun to watch. It does have its moments where it feels a little silly, but then it never feels slow. I could say that about this movie. It never feels slow. So it doesn't have even a single moment where I was sitting there like, come on, let's speed this up. Every scene is something happening, something that you're wondering what's going to happen next. And you can't say that about every movie, not even every movie so far in this franchise. This one works because of how it situated itself, because of how they positioned every scene to matter, to actually mean something. Whether you like the movie after you're done watching it or not, the one thing you cannot say about this movie when you walk out is that it didn't have an action-packed plot, that it didn't have a plot where every scene actually meant something. because every scene does. And for that reason, I actually give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend you check it out. But if you have seen it, I want to know what you guys think. As always, we want to know what you guys think. So make sure you let us know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of the comments as well. And then also hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. And we definitely appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. And look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And friends, at the end of the day, I know you know it and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.